Well, what's up, internet friends? It's Buster, and today is Monday, March 19th, and I am coming to you with my week 5 and 6 post VSG update. So, if you didn't know, I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy on February 5th, 2018, which was exactly 6 weeks ago today, and so the whole process of this weight loss journey started on January 15th. January 15th, I weighed 506.4 pounds. And 2 weeks ago, when I came to you guys, I came in talking about how I had been through a stall, and that lasted a little over 2 weeks. Even when I started dropping down into the mid 440s last week, so I came in at 446.4 pounds, which was exactly 60 pounds down, and that stall lasted the better part of a week on that one as well. And so it was kind of this thing where I would, well, it's normal. It happens to everybody, and the stall was to be expected, and I am just pumped that here in the last probably 10 days or so, and really in particular the last 5 or 6 days, the weight loss has just started coming mas rapido. It's coming quickly. So two weeks ago, I was at 446.4 pounds. And this weekend, I posted a picture of myself at, I believe, 437 pounds, I think is what it was. And that was on Saturday. And then this morning, for my 6-week update, I weighed in at 430.6 pounds. So I had to weigh like 5 times to be sure. And 2 times I weighed, it was down in the 420s, which I can't wait. That's, when I'm kind of planning, my goal for this really, I do have a number. So for those of you who are counting, that's 75.8 pounds down since 75.8 pounds down in 9 weeks since we started the pre-op diet. And then a loss since surgery, I didn't calculate, but it's about 38 pounds since surgery. Anyway, I'm pretty pumped about the whole thing. And I weighed this morning, like I said, like 5 times. And the first time I weighed, I got the 430.6, 430.4 number. Got off the scale, got back on the scale, and I weighed 428. And then I weighed again, and it was 427. And then I weighed again, and it was 431. And then I weighed the final time, and I got that middle number again at 430.6. So I know it's how you stand on the scale, and it's always a little different, especially with so much weight on the scale. But anyway, 430.6 is the number we're going with. It was in the middle. I'd really like, I could probably claim the 427 number, but perfectly happy with the 430.6 number. And man, I couldn't be happier to see the scale moving. And I posted a picture on social media. So if you don't follow me on social media, check out on Facebook and Instagram. It's Taking Back Life 29. And you can go to takingbacklife29.com, obviously, to get to this YouTube page, and it also it'll give you a link to where to go for Facebook and Instagram. And I'm just really excited. Website, all that stuff will be coming in the future. I definitely want to share, keep a log of photos and all these videos and all that good stuff all in one place. So pretty excited about that. Just talk a minute about how the last 2 weeks have gone, and then and that'll be it for tonight. I'm trying to keep this fairly short. I know I always say that, and then it ends up being 10 minutes or more. But the last 2 weeks have been really good. I was still I moved into kind of the soft food, so I was able to eat really pretty much vegetables and a little bit of meat, chicken primarily, as long as it had been altered in some way. So as long as it had been stewed or cooked in the crock pot, or canned chicken was really what I leaned on the most throughout those 2 weeks. Still stayed on a lot of peanut butters and refried beans and that sort of thing. And I really think that's probably what contributed a little bit also to the stall. So now I've been off of most of that stuff the last day or so. And so just really focusing on trying to get in the protein and the vegetables. And so I'm kind of back to more of a low carb diet. Then it's just really hard to do low carb when you're also having to do pureed and mushy, because most of the stuff you have to eat is high in carb. And I'm not necessarily doing like a low carb Atkins, that sort of thing. Really, I just have a protein goal that my doctor wants me to hit, and then I need to eat vegetables, and that just doesn't leave a lot of room for carbohydrates, and that's okay. Um, and I think probably the hardest thing about the last couple of weeks is, um, I've been back at work now for a couple of weeks, and I'm launching a new project, and I'm in construction, and we were working overnight on some jobs this past week. I was out with my crews doing some training, and um, we get to the end of the night, and it's kind of a ritual on those nights whenever we go out and when everyone's together. So when it's me and my whole project management team that works for me, and all of my leads and the crews that have flown in from all over the country, we typically all go out to eat together. And God bless them, they were so awesome to oblige me for the first 3 nights in a row. We had to go to IHOP because that was about the only place I could eat. And so I would just go to IHOP and watch the waiter and wonder when I would order 2 scrambled eggs, and that was it, just 2 scrambled eggs and some salsa. And I would eat, their serving for 2 eggs is much larger than 2 eggs actually comes out to if you cook them at home. And so I would eat, probably 2/3 of what they would bring me. And anyway, it was just pretty entertaining to watch their response, when I'm the guy picking up the check for the whole group, company thing, and everyone's ordering, steak and these big breakfast meals, and here I am with, my 2 eggs on a little bread plate. And so it was pretty funny. I got a pretty good laugh out of it, and my people that work for me, like I said, I've not been. I've been very open with this whole thing, and that's with pretty well everybody. And so everyone was super sweet to oblige and go with me to places that I could eat. So anyway, but yeah, that was also the hardest part, is going to a restaurant like that and watching everyone get pancakes and all that kind of stuff. That I love pancakes. They're very tasty. You don't get 500 pounds without liking pancakes. But that's why we did this. And so it was a little challenging at times, but I made it through it, and feeling good. Down 75.8 pounds in 9 weeks, which is just unreal. And we've got at work, we do a weight loss challenge every year, and I'm not going to win because it's based on percentage. So even though I've lost 75 pounds, that's only about 14%, and I think the top couple of people are up over 17%. So I'm not going to make it to first place, but I'm definitely hoping to finish in the top 5. So if any of you guys are watching this, I'm coming for you, and we'll just see what happens the rest of this week. So I'm excited. I've got some other videos, kind of some topical videos planned that I want to do, and so I may start sprinkling those in kind of midweek, because everyone, I get stopped all the time at work or by friends, or I get calls or texts asking how I'm doing because you guys haven't seen these videos, and I apologize. It's just been a crazy couple of weeks getting back to work. I had finals for a class I was finishing up, and then I worked overnight all this last week, and so that really made it hard to get a video filmed. But anyway, I'm here. I'm doing good. I'm feeling great, and down 75.8 pounds since January 15th, and 38 pounds since surgery. So that's a big win in my book. We are well on our way. And my first milestone that I really wanted to hit was 424 pounds. That was my kind of my lowest weight over the last 3 or 4 years. It was in 2015. And so it's looking like I'm going to get there here in the next week or so, which is awesome to make my first milestone So that's one, and then 350 is another one that I'm looking forward to getting to. Really just under 400, but 350 is a big one. 320 is another big one. 320 is about what I weighed when I met my wife. 307 is the lowest I've been since college, and then 267 is my lowest weight after high school. I got down to 267 when I was in the Corps of Cadets at A&M my freshman year, and so if you're keeping track of goals, my overall goal is to get down to 250. I'd like to get less than that, but if I can get to 250, I'll be ecstatic. If I can get under 300, I'll be stoked. But anyway, we're on our way. Everything's going well, and I appreciate you guys for being so invested in this with me and for keeping tabs on me and helping keep me accountable and all that good stuff. So I love you guys. If you made it this far, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, do all those things, and just thank you so much for all the support and the love and the encouragement, and just for going through this with me. It means the world to me and my wife, Ashley, if you know her. Just to know you guys are all rooting for me. And by the way, she's also been on a weight loss / fitness challenge of her own, and she is killing it. Just absolutely killing it on doing her thing. It's a little different, obviously, than what I'm doing, but man, she is kicking some major tail, and I couldn't be prouder of her. I love you, babe, and happy anniversary in 3 days. I didn't forget. It is our anniversary is March 22nd, so coming up here in 3 days. So I love you. Thank you for going through this with me, most of all, and I love you. To everyone else, thanks for tuning in. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.